Hello and Assalamualaikum to Madam Sheila. I'm Shaira from MC11C. So today my friends and I are going to talk about explicit song. Explicit song. Explicit means clear and plain speaking. However, in a song, content it means that the song is speaking straightforward, describe the offensive words and content that could affect our young generations. Some song will use a metaphor to talk about sexuality, harshness, and cruelty. Explicit lyrics has grown extremely since the Billboard 100 in 1958. Artists should tag whether their song has an explicit words or content before uploading on the website, such as YouTube, Spotify, Jukes, and Apple Music. The British Pornographic Society Parental Advisory has suggested that songs contain swearing, something that refers to sex, racism, and homophobia related to dangerous criminal behavior and mental health should be censored. There was 92% of the top 10 in the Billboard 100 in 2009 was about sex, sexual arousal, and other body parts as reported in Atlantic 2011.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin Muhammad Sarudin. I will explain to you the examples of explicit songs. So nowadays there are a lot of explicit songs. As we all know that explicit songs has been a trend for teenagers. Explicit song contains lyrics about sex and violence and also harsh words. If parents do not observe their children will be might easily influenced by some songs. There are few songs that I can take as examples that contains explicit contents. So firstly, songs by Kanye West and Lil Pump, which is I Love It. So as we all know that this song is about sex. Other than that, it also contains too many harsh words in these songs. Secondly, Power by Kanye West. This song is about Kanye talks about that he want to suicide and letting off his trouble go. He is at the peak of his power instead of waiting to fall for grace. And lastly, songs by Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg, which is Young, Wild and Free. As you all know that this song is very famous through all the radio and the station. This song is about drugs and alcohol. He encouraged people to try drugs because we can feel more free and young. And in this song, that say that so what, we get drunk, so what, we smoke weed, we just having fun, we don't care who see. And we all know that nowadays too many teenagers really want to try drugs, and maybe these songs that can influence them. Yeah.
Hi and Assalamualaikum, and my name is Nurin Shananya, and I am going to explain why does the explicit song happen. Basically, in this generation, explicit song has been a genre of music where some listeners, especially the adults, need it so they can express their feelings even more and even deeper. From the lyrics itself, it shows that a songwriter express their feelings even clearer and even wider and even deeper. They would write their feelings without walls, and they would express their feelings based on their life, and they use some excessive language, and happen to be their songs will be classified as parental advisory. I will start with my first point, which is songwriters express their feelings even clearer, even deeper. What I mean here is a rapper, or also known as a songwriter, they would write their lyrics without any walls or filter to express their feelings on their life, based on their life. For example, Eminem, he is a rapper and he is also a songwriter. He has too many rap songs. Most of his songs have the parental advisory at the album cover. Secondly, most of the listeners are adults. Most of them would prefer some explicit songs. If you want to compare with the other songs that have formal language or even formal words, proper words, it may not be the best for the adults to listen. Maybe the adults would think that it's very a boring song to listen to, but it is not the best for the teenagers to listen all of the songs. What can I say here is they more like to hear an explicit song before, because sometimes what they hear is what they've been through, because maybe they have some experience in life where they are so mad at someone else, so they could just express their feeling using some inappropriate words. So adult nowadays prefer explicit song because it is more direct and more relatable with their life now. Last but not least, it is already a genre of music. Nowadays, explicit or obscene words in music industry is not a thing at all. As we can see, if we want to compare to the song on the late 90s or the 20s, now there are so many explicit songs, and it is because it is easy to understand, high demand, and also high demanding to all the adults or old people other than the teenagers. Also can be the one of the reason here, and adults think it is cool if you hear the song like this, and mostly in the rapping song. On to the next topic, which is why does it worry some parents? Explicit song worries some parents because it contains bad elements and obscene words. It is because teenagers and children are easily influenced by what they see and what they heard, such as song or even music videos. For example, some songs that contains harsh lyrics and harsh words, and some lyrics that exposing some drugs. In music video, there are also some of them contain explicit content such as women's private part, and some music videos might turn someone on due to their content. So, first of all, there are some songs that could influence some teenagers to do drugs. For example, in the song of Young, Wild and Free by Wiz Khalifa featuring Snoop Dogg. In this song, it tells you about some drugs, specifically weeds. And this song also can influence the teenagers or even children to get drunk by the lyrics as well, because it contains "so what we get drunk" and "so what we smoke weed, we're just having fun, we don't care who sees." So in the next example is "So High" by Revolution. In the lyrics, it shows that this song is about getting high on cannabis, which is some drugs. Second of all, there are also some songs that could influence the teenagers and children to use harsh words, and some of the music and songs contain sexual content. For example, Puti by Jennifer Lopez. Based on the lyrics, this song is about a woman's private part, which is butts. On to the next song is Bodak Yellow by Cardi B, contains some harsh words. This song worries some parents because of the harsh words. So in conclusion, parents really should worry about their children, what their children listening to, because it may influence them to use harsh words and start doing some drugs or even drinking alcohol. If the teenagers or children got influenced, it may affect their future.
And so the next point is what it affects children education. As we all know that explicit songs is not good for their children, especially in education itself. If parents are not monitoring their children, they could go wild more than what their parents think. There are so many effects that can affect the children, especially in education. So firstly, if their children listens to explicit songs many times, one of the reasons is they will use more harsh words in their everyday conversation or even in school with their friends. What can I say here? Explicit songs is contain too many harsh words that is not good for their children and can give impact to parents itself. Secondly, they will lose respect to the elderly. What can I say here? Children are exposed to bad contents in songs, so they will not respect their parents or teachers. Last but not least, they will try to commit crimes and violence in school or outside. As example, they will do vandalism, stealing money or valuable stuff and drugs. It is not wrong to up to date, but it is wrong if you are too obsessed and try everything you want. So what can I say is be careful on picking your circle and not too obsessed.
Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Hamza and I will be presenting on how to prevent children from hearing explicit songs. So, there are a lot of ways that we can use to prevent the children from hearing explicit songs. One of the ways is parents should always keep eyes on their children. It means that the parents should be aware on their children's action. What are the children doing and what are the children listening to? Secondly, the parents should be familiar with what the children is listening to. So parents is the important role in making this problem from it becomes serious among the children. As a parents, they should know how to control their children without make them feel the strong pressure. In this case, parents should be aware with their children even though they might think their children do not understand with what actually happening. Last but not least, the parents should explain why they should not listen to that songs. It's because sometimes children do not know why they cannot hear that songs, and certain parents do not want to tell them because the parents is worried too much. But instead keep the reason and try to not explain to them. The parents should give the details about the effects from listening to a bad song, so they know the reason and understand. Also afraid to listen to explicit songs.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Jahiza. So I will proceed with the next point, which is media action against explicit songs. So as we know, radio is a part of media. So the first point is radio can stop playing any explicit songs. The second point is the influencer, such as the artist or the composer, can make big influence to the country about explicit songs. For example, the artist can make some video or talks and upload into their any media social, such Instagram. So the next is the media can hold advertisement or campaigns inviting the public to listen to the song that have a good element for self-development. Last but not least, the governments and the media can hold classes or talks for parents to better control their children at home from listening a song that contains explicit elements. Has the conclusion. Meaning explicit is clear and plain speaking. Mostly the young generation always listen to that music because they do not know the meaning of the lyrics, and they also enjoy the songs. Many ways that can prevent someone from listening to the explicit song, which is parents should always keep eyes on their children, be familiar with what the children listening to, explain to the children about explicit song, explain what they should not listen to that song. We all know that explicit song contains bad element and it's not good to hear.